Corey wanted by FBI and Houston police on felony charges. Wow. Let's check it out
on that down in the comment section below. But now let's move on to this next topic with Corey. Now, if you guys remember, about a month or so ago, Carmen let the internet know that Corey fled to Dubai because Houston was looking for him. Now, at the time, everyone assumed that that's because Corey allegedly set her manager's car on fire. But see, now that's not what Carmen was talking about, because just as of December 26th, it appears that a new case has been dropped on Corey, and he's actually being charged for felony kidnapping. Now, the case was filed December 26th, but it appears this incident occurred November 22nd. Now we have another case to read through because I was able to get these court documents as well. So now let's read what happened on the day of November 22nd that has Corey in a lot of trouble. So now I'm not going to read this document word for word, but just so you guys know, there are two young ladies that are pressing these charges on Corey. Now, it starts off by stating complainant Rachel stated she met defendant, which is Corey, on November 22nd, 2024, where they exchanged numbers, and Corey was invited to go work out with her and her friend Sydney at All In Sports Performance Gym located in Houston, Texas for the next day, November 23rd, which Corey agreed to. Rachel stated on November 23rd she met with Sydney and Corey and the owner of the gym, who's listed here as Justin Allen. Now, after the workout, Rachel stated she and Sydney and Justin Allen were all going bowling, so Corey asked if he could go and they all agreed. Corey invited all of them to come on an ATV outing before going bowling. So that's when the girls went back home and got ready for the ATV outing. Then Corey came to pick them up at their apartment. So now the girls had a bag with them, which included clothes and makeup, which I'm sure if you're going ATVing, you're gonna need something to change into because you're gonna be all muddy. So it states Corey arrived at the apartment to pick them up. All three individuals go on an ATV outing at Extreme Off-Road Park, located in Crosby, Texas. So after they were done with the ATVs...
So I'm guessing this has nothing to do with Carmen. I thought she was giving her take on it because like it was something to do with her type of thing. But I'm guessing this has completely nothing to do with Carmen. I think she's with that boogie guy, so I guess there's nothing to do with her. But this is a bad look, bro, because every time... Like, I just see the Carmen girl, like, she seems like she's doing fine, bro. And every time I look at this Corey, it's like he crashing out, bro. I don't know what's going on with him, bro. You know, I never watched him like that, really. I just saw him here and there, but he never seemed like this type of person.
Corey suggested that both of the girls go to his Airbnb to change since they were having a good time. So both of the girls agreed. They changed clothes with no issues or anything happening while they were there. Corey then drives the complainants to the bowling alley where they continue their activities, and they met with two male friends of Corey's, which the girls are claiming they didn't know those friends' name. Justin Allen, which is the guy they were with earlier working out at the gym, then showed up to the bowling alley. The girls then noticed that Corey and his friends began to act suspicious by constantly looking around, and they learned that they had an issue with another group that was at the bowling alley. So then the girls asked Corey to leave if he was going to continue to act in that manner. That's when Corey told them that he was going to step out with his friends. At this point, it was the girls and Justin Allen still in the bowling alley. So then it states Rachel, one of the girls, noticed that a lengthy amount of time passed and Corey had not returned. She texted Corey and stated that they had left their belongings in his car and that they needed them back. So that's when Corey responded to have Justin Allen give them a ride to the HEB parking lot located on the Katy freeway. So Justin took both of the girls to HEB to meet with Corey. That's when Corey texts them, hey, I'm at Academy, which is in the same shopping center as HEB. So then Corey offers to take them home. So then they get into the car with Corey because her apartment is literally right behind the shopping center. So now this is when things start to get crazy. So it states both complainants stated by this point they noticed there was a couple changes in the behavior of Corey, where he was not the same person he was earlier that day. The defendant, Corey, then explains to both of the girls that he believes someone is after him and that he is accused of setting someone's car on fire. So then Corey began to drive and the girls thought that they were going to be taken back to the...
Oh, so basically, is this where mob ties comes into play? So Corey was accused of setting Carmen's manager's car on fire. So someone from mob ties has a problem with it because they know the manager or something like that. So now they're on his head. Okay. I think that's what is leading to.
Apartment, but Corey then drives the opposite direction of the apartment and is now on the service road of I-10 passing up Gessner Road. So basically, instead of taking her right behind the shopping center back to her apartment, Corey goes the opposite direction. So that's when they told him, hey, like, you're going the wrong way to take us home. So then they stated they noticed that Corey is making several phone calls to unknown people stating that he was on the way. So the girl states that she remembers that Corey is now somewhere near Memorial Drive. At some point they were going westbound on I-10 towards San Antonio, where he was driving at a high rate of speed, which both girls felt it was easily going over 100 miles per hour. That's when they stated Corey then pulled out a weapon that was located between the center console and the front driver's seat, where he begins to wave the weapon out of the sunroof of the vehicle. So now after they see Corey doing all of this crazy stuff, that's when she tells him again, hey, look, take me back home. But Corey kept driving in the opposite direction. It states both complainants state they tried to calm Corey down by telling him to pray together, in which he agrees to do so and leads the prayer.
What? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's no disrespect to the Most High whatsoever. You know, I believe in the power of prayer myself, but from what it sounds like he's trying to get away because he thinks someone's trailing him to do something to him because of what he did to Carmen's manager. Why would he stop and pray if he's trying to get away? That don't make sense. So far, I was kind of believing everything the girls were saying so far, but that sounds a bit suspicious. So you know he's kind of feeling like paranoid because he feels like someone's chasing him, right? He's waving guns out the window and he feels threatened. Why would you tell him to stop and pray? Because I have heard people saying that they think the girl set him up. And that does seem a bit fishy. You told him to stop and pray while he's trying to get away because he thinks someone's behind him trying to do something to him for what he did to Carmen's manager's car, allegedly. That is weird.
But continues to drive westbound on I-10 at a high rate of speed. Then the girl states she noticed that they are now passing up Katie Mills, where Corey makes a phone call to an unknown female that he had saved in his phone as future wife. Now, I could be wrong, but I think he may have been talking to Precious. I think maybe that's who he had saved as future wife in his phone. So now let's recap a little bit. So Corey is in the car with these girls. He's supposed to be taking them home, but instead he's going 15-20 minutes out in the opposite direction. He calls up a girl on FaceTime who I assume to be Precious and starts to have a casual conversation with her. So that's when both of the girls stated that Corey then asked the female caller if he had the perfect opportunity and he was driving in the middle of nowhere and no one could hear them scream and no one could ever find them. Should he just go ahead and do it? Both of the girls stated that the unknown female responded with yes. So both of the girls stated at that point they knew that Corey was going to take them in the middle of nowhere and off them, saying that he also had a weapon in his possession. Both of the girls stated that they feared for their lives. So now at this point, they start texting each other, and Corey noticed. So then he snatched the phone from one girl, then points a weapon at the other girl's head and demands her phone as well. So then Corey is stated to have turned off the data on both of their phones and then continued to drive at a high rate of speed. Both of the girls stated that Corey then rolled out the front window and shot the weapon approximately 4 to 5 times out the window. So now at this point, of course, the girls are freaking out. So she taps Corey on the shoulder and asks him, hey, can I sit in the back seat with my friend, to comfort her? That's when Corey then again points the weapon at her and tells her to stay where she's at. So then after that, the car is turned around and headed back towards Houston, back towards her house. That's when Corey pulls over on the shoulder and ordered them to get out of his car and said, this is your only opportunity. So now they asked for their phone back and was unsuccessful. The defendant, which is Corey, drove off, leaving them on the highway alone at night at approximately 1 o'clock in the morning. So they flagged down someone for help. 911 was called, and that's when Waller County deputies were able to assist them. Now, I do want to say that these were the documents and the statements filed with the courts, but I'm going to say all of this is alleged, although these are the official court records, which are public records. Now let's see what the court is asking of Corey, because you guys know Corey is in Dubai right now. So now this statement also claims that they were
but I'm gonna just be completely honest, this story just sounds so, there's parts missing from the story that don't make sense. I don't know, it sounds a bit fishy. It sounds a bit fishy, but let's see how it plays out, bro. Right, let me know what you guys think about this, bro. I'm not gonna necessarily pick sides, say this person's telling the truth or whatever, but it just sounds a bit fishy, bro. It sounds a bit fishy. This, for those who don't believe he put a gun in Carmen's mouth, what you're saying now? Did you miss the part where she said it's alleged? I had a feeling most women are gonna just go, like, with this type of story, like, women are not gonna side with a man, bro. Let's be real, bro. You know, like, I'm staying based, you know, this ain't no court official, like, it's just alleged, bro. But, you know, women hear this type of thing, bro, you know, they're gonna side with a female, bro. Let's be real. But, I don't know, this is crazy, bro. Yeah. Hey,